In one forest, a hare that prided itself on being the fastest on its feet was proud of its speed. The hare has already run through the forest more than once, by the time the morning light weaves through the trees and reaches the ground. His speed is as fast as the wind has changed its shape. But its speed was his only friend.
Again, that hare.
The squirrel showed his anger as he clutched the nut.
He's noisy every morning.
Really, I can't oversleep in the morning because of him.
The frog responded, half asleep on a leaf by the water. The hare, knowing their dissatisfaction, pricked up his ears proudly.
Speed is ability, and I'm the fastest in the woods.
Behind the hare, his forest companions looked at each other and smiled wryly.
Someday that confidence will be shattered. Those who stand on tiptoes don't stand firmly. Those who rush ahead don't get very far.
The clever owl said quietly. At these words, the forest friends were deep in thought. One day, the hare was running around in the forest, as usual when he found a tortoise walking leisurely.
Hello, Tortoise.
The hare laughed at the tortoise and called out to him.
You're walking so slowly. When are you going to get to your destination?
The tortoise slowly turned around and looked at the hare with calm eyes.
I don't have to rush. Because the important thing is to get to where I want to go.
However, the hare did not listen to the tortoise's words and continued to tease even more.
I can get to the finish line in an instant. What are you doing in the meantime? Do you eat grass?
The tortoise replied with a quiet smile.
I'm going slow, and I'm going to enjoy the beautiful scenery along the way. You won't know that. Besides, it's not bad for me to eat grass while walking.
The hare, a little annoyed by the tortoise, started running even faster to show off his speed. The tortoise quietly watched as the hare ran like the wind through the forest. The next day, the tortoise was walking along the riverside with his usual slow steps. The friends of the forest gathered there. They were tired of the hare's provocative attitude.
Tortoise, tortoise.
The squirrel came running up to the tortoise.
Would you like to compete with hare?
The tortoise shook his head and replied,
I don't like it. Why do I have to compete that I know I'm going to lose?
We have an idea. Tortoise, you might be able to beat the hare. He's fast, but he doesn't have the strength to keep it going. Your patience and hard work will determine this compete.
That's right, Tortoise. Hare thinks he's the best, but here's his chance to overturn that.
The frog also jumped and joined in, giving an impassioned speech. The tortoise began to listen to what the forest companions had to say, although he was a little overwhelmed by their expectations.
Really? Do you think I have any odds?
Of course. Hare is overconfident in their own foot speed. But speed isn't everything. Let's give it back to the hare.
The tortoise pondered deeply, and then nodded slowly.
Okay, then I'll give it a try.
This is going to be funny.
A ray of hope shone on the faces of friends of the forest. They planned a hare and tortoise competition as a major event in the forest. The animals are gathering, preparing for a competition between a hare and a tortoise. The course of the competition was long and demanding, from one end of the forest to the other, across rivers and over hills.
Well, it looks like you're pretty much ready for the course. All that's left is to set a date for the competition. Frog, how about that?
It's going to rain tomorrow. Let's have a competition after sunrise tomorrow.
And the next day, the forest was full of different liveliness.
Frog, it's sunny, but is it really going to rain?
Trust me, it rains a lot.
Tortoise, Hare, how are you doing?
I'll be fine. No matter what the road is, no matter what the weather, I'm going at my own pace.
The hare looked at the situation and said with a laugh,
It doesn't matter if I'm long distance or short distance. The result is the same. I'm going to win.
Guys, are you ready? Ready, set, go!
Finally, the competition began. The hare quickly took the lead, and the tortoise followed with a slow step. However, sometime after the start of the competition, the sky darkened, and it began to rain. Hare don't like to get wet in the rain and reluctantly decide to take a break.
Let's wait here until this rain stops.
Hare began to take shelter from the rain under a large tree. The frog rejoiced in the rain and began to sing. The tortoise, on the other hand, did not succumb to the rain and proceeded steadily step by step. The tortoise crossed the river, over the hill, and continued to move forward, even though it was wet in the rain. The hare dozed off and fell asleep while sheltering from the rain. The tortoise, meanwhile, quietly overtook the hare. The frog's song gave strength to the tortoise, and a sweet invitation to sleep to the hare. Eventually, the rain stopped, and at twilight, the hare woke up.
Phew, now, it's time to head towards the goal.
The hare started running again. But when the hare approached the goal, the tortoise was already standing there.
Why are you?
The hare looked at the tortoise with a face of disbelief.
Even in the rain, it is important to move forward step by step. Don't let your guard down and compete.
The tortoise said with a smile. The forest companions celebrated the victory of the tortoise, and the hare reflected on his carelessness. Since then, the hare has learned to cherish the time he spends with his companions without flaunting his speed. The hare took a leisurely stroll through the forest with the tortoise, collected nuts with the squirrel, and enjoyed the sound of the rain with frogs.
Thank you for watching. Please like video if you liked it and subscribe.